Okay, I think we're recording. So today we did some more video recording with Timo, and yeah, he shot some ads for the marketing community and some and an event and an event that he's doing. And I got to kind of set up the lighting and basically the scene and obviously uh, be the videographer of that whole thing. And I mean, I was very sweaty by the end, but I mean, I'm always sweaty. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever like stopped sweating. Uh, and it's annoying, but whatever. What can you do? So it was quite a bit of running around. I kept changing something. Okay, let's move this a little bit. Like, let's take this out of the background. There was like a bookshelf as a background, and I changed the placement of some books because his right side of the face was lit. So it was kind of blending in a little bit with white books. So I replaced them with black books, and then I was saying, oh, there's more white books when he's moving his head, and so it was a bit of a hassle, but also fun because this is kind of the thing that I've wanted to do for a while, to do like to shoot good video, you know. And I messed around with the hair light quite a bit, um, and all that stuff. Yeah, kind of. Well, since yeah, all right. So there's one thing that I do, which is kind of my main thing, is virtual tours. This is sort of the main thing that brings in the money. The problem with that is that it's it's sort of repetitive and very kind of isolated. Well, not isolated, but basically I do the whole thing on my own. Um, I do talk with the clients a little bit. Sometimes there's people around, so I have to communicate with them. Okay, but it's like whatever. So and since I actually am an extrovert from the Myers Briggs personality types, the most introverted extrovert, but extrovert nonetheless, I kind of, whenever I spend too much time alone, like either at home behind the computer or doing virtual tours or whatever, like, then my mental health starts to decline. I start to, well, not really. It's like I don't get like that depressed these days, but it's still kind of like I don't know. I feel more kind of empty a little bit, and whenever there's like something like an event, something to do with people, I have more energy. I'm in a better mood, and yeah, video production. As much as I've done it for other people, usually is kind of like a collaboration. There's more talking, there's more communication, decisions need to be made. So it's kind of more like you're more in tune with other people, or there's like a buzz, I guess. That's like I'm not gonna take not taking place, but I don't know. It's just like higher energy environment, and yeah, I love that part. Now, in terms of the vlog and Go Allies in general, I've decided that I'm gonna start setting myself like I don't know, smaller challenges or whatever. and the first one is to put together a stand-up set. And it's kind of weird how difficult it is to start again doing open mics again, because when I used to do stand-up, I would go on stage with barely an idea. I would have like something kind of, I don't know, whatever written down, and it wasn't good. I wasn't prepared, and I still did it, and I usually bombed um, in that period. But I mean, I even have like sets that I could just use an old set. I have plenty of sets which I haven't done that much, like not as much as some people who I see, like they keep doing the same set over and over and over again. And yeah, so I could do those, but it seems kind of, I don't know if it's my ADHD, like this novelty seeking. I love fruit flies, he said sarcastically. Yeah, so I don't know what it is that like I kind of need to go on stage with a new set. It's kind of more interesting to me. It's I don't know, feels better, and feels kind of like more honest, not like cheating or something like that. So I don't know. It's a struggle, and it's not like it would take that much time, but it's the same thing as with vlogging and like videography or whatever, like whatever challenge or thing that you're doing. It's not like it doesn't take that long to set up a camera or go through your notes and put together a set. But it's just there's like this mental block of unfamiliarity. Even if you've done it before, your brain has forgotten it. Like your pathways, neural pathways, kind of like they're basically like roads or pathways. Yeah, like pathways. Uh, the more you do something, the more like the stronger the pathway becomes. Like from, I don't know, some simple pathway in the grass to like a paved road to like a highway. And the less you do something, like, and the longer you not do it, the more those pathways start to kind of grow weeds, kind of they become abandoned, and I don't know, you might not even find them after a while because like nature has taken over. So that's kind of the issue with things you haven't done at all, like maybe vlogging, or things that you've done before but you've just forgotten. uh, like your brain stops, like you don't need the information, you don't need the habit of writing a set every day if you don't do open mics. You don't need the habit of filming every day if you don't film every day. So those kind of skills, those muscles start to atrophy, and after a while it's like you're doing it for the first time. So you have to start crawling back, taking baby steps towards the thing that you want to do. So right now, my goal, my challenge is to put together a stand-up set, which, like, on a regular day, it would just, okay, I'll just sit down and put it together. Not really, actually. Like back then, when I like the most mics, uh, open mics, like the more I did them, the less I prepared. Or I would like I wouldn't. Basically, it was like at school. I wouldn't do homework. I just couldn't sit down and focus. Just I don't know. And I guess maybe my parents were working too much and didn't sit down with me enough to make sure that I did it. So I kind of didn't develop the habit or skills or whatever. And it's a challenge for me to do homework. Unless it's, I don't know, it's hard to say. Sometimes I'm just like over preparing with stuff. But then I would jump on the bus on the way to the event and put together a set there. So it's like the ADHD and deadline thing where it's like, okay, the deadline is here. This should be ready. And now you start working on it. And yeah, that's kind of the issue in general with me. But now that like I'm not gonna go unprepared, so I have to prepare the set and I also have to memorize it, because too often I would go on stage without remembering the set. I would write down ideas on my hand and like look at the notes. I don't even know what's written on it, and then kind of it would reduce the flow of the set, and it would also create more anxiety for me, which ended up kind of culminating in me having panic attacks on stage. Not ideal. So now the goal, the challenge, the idea is to actually prepare a set and memorize it and only then go on stage. But the problem is when it's like, oh, deadline, I need a deadline and I don't have a set, then there's no deadline. So I guess I should set a deadline, but the problem with those deadlines is that the ones that I set myself is that I very rarely honor them, because it's like, oh, but who cares? Just me. It's just I set the deadline. And at this point, it's become so much of a thing for me. Like I don't trust myself. Like the less you do the things that you promise, the less you trust yourself. And with some things, I don't know, developed some habits. With others, I haven't developed any habits, and as a result, it is what it is. Um, if it's like convenient, or if it seems like it's gonna be fast and I don't know, kind of things align, then okay, yeah, I'll do it by this time, and I might do it, I might not do it, and then do it the next day. So I'm rambling right now, but like yeah, so the issue is that I don't keep my own promises to myself, which is like sell. I don't know. I forgot. There was a book which talked said something about self-efficacy, self-confidence, self-trust, or whatever. Basically, that the more you don't keep your own promises, the less you trust yourself, and the harder it becomes to keep your own promises. And for me, the less I started making promises to myself, because what's the point? So, yeah. And I guess one counter strategy that has worked is this building a chain type of thing, where like I've been sober for 1.5 years, slightly more now, and like if I started drinking now, the chain would be broken, and like this whole, like, there's this thing called investment fallacy, which is that even if an investment has turned out to be bad, like there's no way you're going to get your money back, and it's going to go down and down, you're still inclined to not take your money out, maybe even to keep adding, because you've already invested so much. So your ego is kind of attached to that investment. Like the more energy you put in a person or a thing, the more attached you are to this. Because, well, why would have I put in so much energy and time if it's not worth it? So that's why very often the worst relationships are the ones that we cling to the most, because uh, like the more we forgive that person, the more energy it takes us to be with that person, the more it's reinforced in our head that, okay, like we're investing in that person so much that we don't want to let go. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so that's kind of the negative side of the investment fallacy, but it can be used positively as well, like uh, building the chain and kind of, yeah, using that type of investment of energy and time and whatever investment you put into something, and making it work for you. Like, so not drinking alcohol, the more, like the longer I don't drink alcohol, the more I feel like, okay, it's not that like it's something who I am, like the identity shift and so on, although that probably works to a degree as well. But it's like the more I believe that I can do it longer, slightly. But for me, again, I think it's that if I like if I stopped now, like if I started drinking again, then all this investment, 1.5 years, would be gone. It would be like wiped momentarily. And I had like one sip, I think in March or something, of alcohol, and it's still something that I like avoid. It was my plan to avoid. Uh, I don't know, sips here and there. Like I've said no to many times when there's like champagne and stuff, whatever. Oh, one sip won't kill you or whatever. But it's like, again, it's going to be a slippery slope. Um, but yeah, for some reason that day or night or whatever, I decided I'm going to have one sip. It's going to be it. Like a rum and coke from my friend, and yeah, and that was it. And but if I got one drink, I maybe felt the buzz, and I felt like, okay, now I got drunk, now the chain is broken, then I might like what's how is this called? There's a term for this. Anyway, I would like just let go. I'm like, well, fuck it, screw it. Might as well just burn the whole house down or whatever. Like, just start drinking every day or whatever. Because well, first of all, there's two parts here. One part is that this would be gone, like this investment kind of that I've built up, it would be gone. I could reframe it to a degree as I did with the vlogging thing, because I did skip a day, I think. Like technically a day, but with some, I don't know, there's arguments that 2 days, whatever. So I did reframe it like it doesn't matter to me. And it doesn't, because, I mean, not drinking alcohol and vlogging, they're somewhat different, but the principle is the same. Like the more investment I've put into it, the more I'm inclined to keep going. But if I would have given up or said like, well, I skipped 1 day, might as well skip skip 2 days, might as well skip 3, because like, oh, I don't have time today, I don't have time tomorrow, whatever. So if you fall off the horse, fall off the wagon, like get back as soon as possible, because then you're gonna be, oh, no, 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 no. I mean, yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm back on. And yeah, so to a degree, it would be like you have to kind of keep that line where it's like, I'm gonna regret it if I drink now, or I'm gonna regret it if I don't vlog today, even though I don't have time. I don't have time to edit. I want to go to bed. I have some other things to do. Like, you know that I'm still gonna regret it if I kind of break the chain. But on the other hand, if you do break the chain, you still have to be forgiving enough with yourself. Sorry, I have to adjust something here. You have to be forgiving enough with yourself that, okay, I made a mistake. It's not over. I'm gonna keep going. It wasn't a failure. It was a mistake, right? It was a misstep, but I'm gonna make the next step and the next step correctly. Yeah. So I actually don't even remember how I started, how I got onto this topic. No idea. My mind is blank. Oh, stand up. Yeah. Was it foaming at the corner of my mouth? Anyway, so with stand up, again, it's sometimes you can do things called turkey. Stop drinking, stop, I don't know, playing computer games. But sometimes you need kind of time to prepare the ground. So with drinking, I'm not sure, but probably like I was reducing the amount of alcohol I was drinking on a daily basis. Probably, I don't know, whatever, right? And when with other things as well, it's like you're preparing the situation. If like you really don't have any time to add something to the thing, then like you plan, okay, I'm gonna start soon, so I might as well prepare these things. So okay, maybe I don't have time to start making videos right now, or I don't have the correct camera or light or whatever, but I will prepare all the other things, and I might make like a test video and whatever. So while waiting for the correct moment, you should already start preparing the situation, preparing the tools that you would need. Like if you want to stop drinking, you might want to start exercising. So it's like something to do instead of drinking. or you might want to start, I don't know, doing stand up or pottery, like um, start doing a hobby. Yeah. So basically, find tools that will help you in that process. Or if you're like, if you want to start doing videos, you might want to just start like fixing little things that you know that are gonna be problems for you. So it might be lighting, it might be the background. Maybe you're not sure, like, okay, where should I film the video? Okay, maybe this corner would work, but then I would have to move the couch or the whatever, like furniture. So do that. Okay, it's kind of pointless right now in the sense that you're not going to film it yet. You don't have the camera or the microphone or the time to start daily vlogs, but you can do this one thing. You can move the couch and you can see, ah, it looks nice. Actually, that would be a great kind of vlogging corner, background, whatever. So you do that. Then you do another thing. You figure out the lighting. Or if you're trying to quit drinking, you would, I don't know, throw out all of the alcohol or get rid of all the alcohol at your home. You might try to fix your sleep schedule. You might start hanging out with friends who aren't big drinkers more, and basically start looking at things. Okay, what would help me to start this journey, this challenge, this self investment? And I guess with stand up, getting back to the actual topic, I just need to start looking through because I do have notes. Whenever I get an idea, I will write it down, and I've accumulated probably a bunch of stuff. Not probably, definitely. If it's not in the new notes, I have notes that date back to whenever I started. So I could start looking through those notes, and maybe I could do like an exercise. Okay, imagine that on the bus going to the open mic, and I'm like, okay, I have like 10-15 minutes to figure this out. Okay, scroll through notes. Okay, this could be a good idea. This could be a good idea. And just put together like 5 points or 5 jokes for the set and see, okay, does that, like, would that work? Maybe. And then see where it goes. Just 5 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, just a little amount of time, like a one micro step towards the goal. Okay, I did it. All right, maybe that's it for today. I don't have the energy or I don't feel like doing it more than 5 minutes. Fine, I'll continue tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And you start adding, you start doing it, and it becomes a practice. Because look, nothing works from the start. There's nobody who's like, okay, now I'm gonna be I don't know, a ballerina, whatever. You have to practice anything. Videography, public speaking, lighting, like, well, basically what the lighting is, whatever, the background is whatever, but each of these elements in videography, they take time to develop. And okay, I got a light, but I still don't know how to light well. Well, back then, but right now, like, I kind of can light a scene, kind of, but nowhere near like the best professionals. I kind of know how it looks. Like, okay, this is horrible lighting. This is kind of good, but I might say, okay, it's good because of this and that, and like the hair light, and there's like contrast, and there's like whatever, right? But if I had to make the same scene myself from scratch, well, I might see how it looks, but if I had to do it from scratch, it would take me a long time. But I would probably figure it out. But the thing is that, like, you keep adding these nuggets of, oh, that's why this shot looks good. And you might even have all the theory in your head, but until you've done it, and you've done it multiple times, you don't know it. Like, you know it theoretically, which means almost nothing. Until you've done it time and time again, practiced, until then, you don't know it. So whatever your challenge, your goal is, it's not going to be a big step. I don't remember who the author of the quote is, but success isn't a big step in the future. It's a series of small steps now. Something like that. Basically, okay, today I'll do one tiny itsy bitsy little thing. Tomorrow I'll do one more tiny itsy bitsy little thing. And so you start stacking those, and then you're like, oh, actually, maybe I'll do a slightly bigger thing today, and then a slightly bigger thing today. Maybe I'll do two bigger things the next day. And so it starts accumulating, and you get experience, you get knowledge in terms of actual knowledge, wisdom, or whatever you want. But basically, like, the experience, or the knowledge that comes from experience, actual experience. And then things become faster. Like, it becomes faster for you to set up a scene. It becomes easier for you to dial in the settings on the camera, just to put this rig together, because this is like, okay, so I have an external battery, I have an external microphone, like this Rode Wireless Pro. Like, the way I'm holding it or attaching it, that's one detail that I figured out. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna mess around with the lavaliers when I'm vlogging, because it's just, there's no point, unless I'm setting up a cool scene where it's like I should hide the microphone and stuff like that. But if it's just a quick vlog, yeah, this is the thing, just some metal thing I bought for, I don't know, some camera rigging. That's it. I figured out that I'll need the wind muffs, like, whenever I'm shooting outside, because there's wind there. And even though there's no wind right now, it's easier to just leave them on, because I might forget whenever I'm outside to put them on. So that's something I figured out, because probably, I think there was some video where I didn't use it and it was like windy. Right. The position of the camera, the lighting, all these things, like small, tiny, like, I can't even say improvements, because they're like, maybe they're not improving the shot. Like, this external battery, I don't really need it. I could shoot with the normal battery, but I did it today just because we were gonna shoot a longer time, and I wanted to see if it's gonna work, because I haven't been using the external battery that I bought. I bought two dummy batteries which plug in to the external battery. Like, it was like 160 euros, probably, something like that. Actually, more towards 200 with the battery and the two dummy batteries. And I barely have used it. So, like, the more I practice it right now when I don't need it, the more prepared I will be when I do need it, because it's been acting up for some reason. Sometimes when I plug it in, it says battery exhausted, even though right now it's 100%. So what gives? I don't know yet. I have to keep doing this, and then maybe I'll understand. Oh, it's because I don't know. I had, I don't even know. I have no idea. Could be whatever, because technology, But it's these little things that you have to keep practicing. You have to keep doing them, and I have to keep writing material and putting together a set for my stand-up mic routine, so that I will actually eventually do some stand-up. Because god damn it, it's difficult. But basically everything is, until you've done it a bunch of times, and then it becomes easy. So that's the takeaway for today. Small steps, a lot of them, and it becomes easy. And that's it. Bye bye. See you in the next video.